Good morning. Welcome to our 10:30 kids story time. And I don't have a hat on today. Instead, I got a Cooper on. He's on my lap, and I had to catch him. Old Cooper. He's kind of in rare form today. He's not listening very well. So I gathered him up, and I thought, well, I'd make him sit with me, calm him down. So if you're sitting listening today, I was thinking we'd talk for a couple minutes about special places. You know, when I was a kid, growing up in Cumberland, Maryland, our backyard, in the backyards of all the houses on my street, there was a strip of woods that ran behind our house, and it was at the back edge of the next street over. That woods, everybody's backyard, bordered up next to that strip of woods, and boy, we'd rip and run through those wooded areas, and more than once we gathered up pieces of wood, old sheets of plywood and scrap wood and 2x4s and some cardboard, and we'd make these little special forts. And we'd get inside there, and it would we liked it when it would rain, and we could get inside the fort and look out and know if we were out there, we'd be soaked, but we're inside our fort, and we were dry inside the fort. And I don't know, really, I don't understand when I think about why I wanted to hang out there. What's the difference between, I could have been in my bedroom, sitting, laying on the bed, nice and comfortable, while the rain was pouring, and instead I wanted to be out in the woods and looking out the flap of the cardboard and say, well, I'm nice and dry in here. We'd hang out there and just talk. Hangout places. Wendy tells me that when she was a girl, there was a place where the snow caused some pine trees to kind of bend over. And then when the snow melted and when the pine trees stayed bent over, it kind of made this little canopy, this little cathedral like in the woods. And there were telephone poles along the side, and they could, right where the pine trees were, and so they could sit on and bent like a bench on those poles. And so that was their hangout place. I guess most kids have a place that is a hangout place. I was talking to Jeff just a little bit ago, and he says his hangout place was a basketball court in the gym. He wanted to be there. He loved playing basketball and just hanging out in there. And there's probably other kids that if they had to choose, where would your place be, your hangout place? Well, when I think about all that, the Bible's got it. There's a couple spots that the Bible mentions that should be hangout spots. One of the hangout spots should be the cross, we're up on Mount Calvary. It was actually called Golgotha, and Golgotha, the name Golgotha meant the place of the skull. And so it wasn't a good place, but for Christians, those that have trusted Jesus, it's a good spot to hang out and remember what Jesus did for you when he died for you. And then, of course, another good hangout place would be the empty tomb. You could go there, and it's a good thing it's empty. If Jesus was still, if his body was laying in there, we'd all be lost. But the tomb's empty, and so we could celebrate that. In the Old Testament, God gave detailed instructions about how to build the tabernacle, the portable temple. And as the children of Israel moved around, they would take and erect that portable temple and worship God there. And then as they moved, they disassemble it, pack it all up, take it with them, and then set it back up again. That was a special place. That was a place where God met with them, and they could worship God. Your church should be a special place, because for the same reason, you go there and you say, oh no, I get to meet God here. This is a special place. Growing up, one of the special places for me as far as buildings was my grandma's place. Oh man, it was a really good thing if we were going out to grandma's. And if I got to spend a week or two during the summer out there with Grandma, that was awesome. And just, she made it that way. So, I don't know where your special places are, but they ought to include God. They ought to include maybe your grandparents. Somebody that's done stuff with you and for you, you like it. My grandma, she'd take walks with me. She was a walking wildlife and insect computer. She just knew all kinds of stuff and would teach me all kinds of stuff about bugs and animals. And we'd take that hike. We'd walk every day. We'd do that. That's a special place. God should be a special place. Maybe you've got a special place where you pray. I've got a special place where I try to go every day and pray right there. Cooper's got a special place. It gets late at night and he jumps down, and we don't have to tell him. He jumps down and he goes and gets in his little cage, his little crate, where we close the door and pull a towel down over it, and he sleeps in there. Sometimes he just goes in there and we'll wonder, where's Cooper? And we'll look in his crate, and there he is looking at us. But he's in his special place. Now. So, value your special places. Value God. And don't hide under the bed. Don't make that your special place, because nobody will find you there. You don't want to do that. So, well, you have a good day.